So yesterday I went to the mall and there's this place called Showcase and it has like all like the as seen on TV products and everything. And there was this, and it's literally just color changing foundation. And like there was like a video, and it was like on like the monitor like right next to all the foundations, and it was like showing. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And this woman walks up to me and she like worked there and she had some in her hand. She's like, here, give me your hand. So she puts on my hand and it was like white like sunscreen, and I just like started like rubbing it around, and it turned the color of my skin, and I was like, whoa, that's cool. It was only 20 bucks, so I bought it because I really want to test it out. So it literally goes on white. And then I'm just gonna get some where I need it. And it does have like sunscreen in it, which is really good for a foundation. I'm just gonna get my beauty blender. And I think that's like super cool. I have to put on just a little bit more because I do have like acne. So I'm gonna do that now. But like there is a difference from like before I put it on and now. Anyway, it's really cool. It doesn't have like a whole lot of coverage for like acne, which is kind of sad, but it still is really cool. It just like matches my skin tone. And of course, because I do have acne and I am gonna go to work later, I will just put on my makeup like normal. Let's see. Concealer. Alright. So yeah. But no, I think that's just super cool because like it went on like white and it just kind of turns to be your skin tone. And I'm just gonna do like a test to like show you guys like what it looks like compared to like my normal foundation. So I'm gonna take it here and I'm gonna put it right here so it goes on white. So it clearly changed color. And then my normal foundation, I'll put on this side. Obviously, like my normal foundation is like a lot lighter, but it does like cover more of my acne. And like for the most part, like when I do like a lighter shade, it usually works best like kind of more in like the winter. And then in the summer, my face and everything is a bit more tan. So this kind of matches like more like right now, because it's like just finished summer. But then throughout like the winter, I get like really pale because there's like not a lot of sun. But yeah, I also think because like my skin on my hand is a different shade than like on my face, but it works really well. And it pretty much matched perfectly to my face. But yeah, I just think it's like super cool. Doesn't really have a whole lot of like coverage for like acne, but at the end of the day, like it's just really cool to like use it, and like especially like if I don't want to like wear like heavy makeup or just conceal everything, I could just like throw this on and I don't have to worry about like being like, because I have different shades of foundation depending on the type of the year, or like depending on like what time of year it is, like darker shades and like lighter shades. So like with this, I don't have to worry about that. It just goes to whatever color my skin is now. But no, it's just like really cool. And it was only $20. So, and then of course like I have to like wait through like the whole day to see like how well it like works like holding up, you know, like throughout the day during work and everything, because it does say it's like an all day, lasts up to 16 hours. So I'm gonna see if that's true. It says that it's adjusting, so maybe that means like throughout the day like it might change color. I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna have to see what happens to this. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on if this changes colors, if it lasts as long as it's supposed to. Alright, so now it's been like a few days and I actually really like this. It's the color changing one. And I just put some on and it really does match my skin tone like so much better than like some of my other foundations. Like it just looks a lot more natural than it usually would. I don't know, I really like it. So I've been using it over like the last few days and I think that's really good. If you want like more coverage, because like I do have acne, I usually put on like a couple pumps in like one area, and I also use my high coverage concealer like under and around my eyes. But yeah, like even just like working like by itself, because it does say it gets like that flawless look, and I think it really does. I don't know, it's just like my new favorite foundation. But yeah, I think it's really, really cool because it actually does change colors. So I'm just gonna go and try something. If I put, let's see, how can I do this? I'm gonna try and get it to change colors on something else. See, because like I would try and like get it with like maybe like another foundation over top, but it might just mix with that one. But I think I'll find my darkest shade. And I believe that's this one. Yes, this is my darkest shade. And it's usually for like in the summer. And what I think I'm gonna do is just put a little bit on my hand to kind of get my skin to being kind of like this color. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this one on one side and kind of blend it up and in there. Yeah, so it does come out like all white. So this is where I put my darkest shade, and this is the color changing one. And I'm just going to blend it out, and I'm also going to put it on top of here and just see if it does anything. And now that I've mixed that one in with this one, I'm just going to slowly kind of make like a gradient and go in between the two shades like that, and then using a different finger so I don't mix it up, I'm going to put it on my actual skin with no foundation over top. So this is how it covered up over the other foundation, and this is how it blended into my skin being a lot lighter. And then it's kind of hard to see on camera, but there is like a transition more like in here. So it'll go from like the darkest to like the lightest. But yeah, no, I still think that it's super cool, just like the way that it does change colors. And I think that it's like super easy just to put on and like apply because you just like pump it. But yeah, and then obviously it says that it does get like the smoother finish, and if it will like let me, can't really see, but it does look really smooth, almost like it's not wearing like, almost like I'm not wearing like any makeup at all, kind of like where I didn't layer it with the other one. It is a lot smoother. And I think that's what I like about this foundation a lot, is that it just does like so much. Like it neutralizes my face tones, it gets rid of all the redness that I want it to get rid of. It just kind of gets like my natural like skin tone without being, you know, like too orange or too pale, you know. And that's like the main problem that I have like just buying like the containers, is that sometimes it's like too dark or just too light. But with this one, it just matches my skin tone almost perfectly. And I think that's really cool. I don't know, I love this so much. And so I'm going to keep using it, see how it goes. But yeah, so for now, this is my new favorite foundation, just because it does look more natural. And I know that like when I go to like work, I don't want to like always have like a full face of makeup. I don't want it to look like I'm wearing like 30-40 pounds of it. I just want to like wear makeup, hide my acne, get through my day, just do something more natural, not have to worry about any discoloration or anything. And for the most part, it says that like it would change like maybe throughout the day, but I didn't notice any changes at all. So it just kind of stays like the same constant thing. And even like with my press powder that I do put on over top, it doesn't really change the color, or it doesn't really take the color of the pressed foundation or the pressed powder. It just stays like the normal color that it went on, which I think is really nice. But yeah, so that's just like my little review about this. I think it's really cool, really easy to use. Again, like if you have like a lot of acne or even like cystic acne, probably should use it with like a high coverage concealer because it doesn't have a whole lot of coverage, unless you like put on like a whole bunch. I know that like normally like in this area you would probably see my acne anyway because I do wear bronzer, highlight, and blush in that area, and I know that just doing like that motion it gets rid of like all like the other foundation and concealer, and it just kind of brings it back to like the foreground after I've done like hiding it and everything. So, but even the fact that like it looks how it normally would, you know, even after I would just go about my day, you know, with my normal makeup routine and still looks better is what I like a lot about it. Like, it's not going to be 100% perfect because it's not really meant to like be a high coverage one, but if you pack it on there, it doesn't look cakey at all and it looks natural. Like, I put so much on, like I put like 3-4 like large pumps on this side, 5 pumps on this side, and it doesn't look like I'm wearing like a huge glob of it. And I think that's what I like the most, is that it just looks so natural. It's not like over the top or really dramatic. You can build up and it still would look fine. Whereas other foundations that I have, if you build it up too much, it'll get cakey. It won't stay on properly. So, but yeah, I'm just really excited to continue using this and see how it goes in the next few days. Because I will be trying to do some more complicated makeup, less natural, you know, like as Christmas is coming up and, you know, some other big events. I just want to do something more fancy. But yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any questions about where I got this or where you can buy it, I will have that in the description. But yeah, thanks for watching.